Rangers and Mariners, middle game of this series. Today, the Rangers will turn to their ace, Nathan Eovaldi, looking to make his home debut. He is the ace of this staff. He's the big guy, but he really needs to have a good start tonight.
Yeah, new night, same story, great pitching matchup, divisional rival.
And we are underway with the first pitch, fly ball, back at the wall, and it disappears. It's the second time this year Brendan Donovan has homered on the first pitch he has seen to lead off the game for the Mariners.
With the way that things have gone so far for Evo, I don't know if I would just call this bad luck or what. I know that guys are ready to hit on the first pitch more than ever, but it's a hard thing to do to just be locked in first pitch and hit it out of the ballpark.
Eovaldi now to Josh Naylor, a left-handed batter.
2-2, and he strikes out swinging. So there's Eovaldi's first strikeout of the night.
And that ends the inning, but a leadoff home run by Donovan gives the Mariners the lead.
The Mariners feel pretty good about their chances when George Kirby faces the Rangers. Look at those numbers, about as good of numbers as a pitcher can have against a single other team.
1-0 Mariners. Here's Seager hitting .270, 3 homers and 6 runs batted in.
Now, Kirby's looked like somebody who's 8-0 against these Rangers lifetime in that first inning. Very efficient. Hardly breaks his sweat. Tires the sign in order.
2-2. Here he comes. And he strikes out swinging. So Eovaldi got number 1,500 last inning, and he adds one to the tally to begin the second. 3-2, and here it comes. And Raley swings and misses. Another strikeout for Eovaldi. That's 10 swings and misses.
Here's the pitch swung on, ground ball toward the hole at short, backhanded by Crawford, off balance, throw right on the money to Josh Naylor, in time to get Peterson for the out, and there's 2 away. JP was up the middle toward the bag at second for Peterson, a left-handed hitter. He had to go way to his right, and what a throw off balance.
Oh my goodness, showed some arm strength and great range. Crafty vet right there.
Berger past first base. Donovan, a multi-hit effort already, a home run, and now a single. He's aboard to keep the line moving and bring up Cal Raleigh.
And he pops up again. Back of third base this time. Long run for everyone, including Langford coming in from left, and it is Wyatt who makes the catch and puts finishing touches on a 9-pitch half inning.
Ezekiel Duran continues his mastery over George Kirby, and the Rangers have 2 on with 1 out here in the third for the top of the order. And here's Nimmo, who grounded to second his first time up.
This one rolled to second, and the double play.
And that'll wipe out the threat here in the third.
Here comes Wyatt Langford to lead off with the Rangers.
And this one hit sharply on the ground. So sharply, in fact, the sure-handed Crawford couldn't hold it. And Langford is on.
The pitch. Half cut. Did he go? He did. He got him. He has struck out Seager for the second time.
On the ground, JP Crawford, a little flip. Young, plenty of time. It's another double play. George Kirby in the rocking chair through 4 innings here tonight in Texas. And this is dropping into center field for a base hit. Cole Young is aboard. It's a 2-out single.
That'll bring up Brendan Donovan, who led off the game with a home run down the right field line.
And now he'll get second base. It gets away from Gashioka.
And down to second goes Cole Young on a wild pitch.
Donovan draws ball 4. He's aboard for the 3rd time.
I guess with first base empty after the wild pitch, you could argue that there was less incentive to go after Donovan, who has hurt him here tonight.
And that's always a good thing when you get Cal Raleigh up there in the home plate with 2 outs.
This is dropping in for a base hit. Young around third base to score. Donovan into third. It's a 2-out RBI single. Cal Raleigh and the Mariners extend the lead. It's 2-0 in the 5th inning.
A single and a run batted into center. Donovan winds up on a third. Young scoring easily from second, and all this happening with 2 outs.
And the pitch to Peterson.
Chops that one left side of the infield. Charging in on it and then throwing it wildly past first Donovan. And Peterson is on to start the 5th inning.
More importantly, Rangers have a base runner, and he's able to move into scoring position with the errant throw.
So Jock out there in scoring position for Evan Carter. And Evan rolls that one up the middle. That's a base hit. Peterson got a pretty good start. He heads to the plate, and the throw cut off near the mound. Carter drives in Peterson, and the Rangers are on the board. It's 2-1.
Well, here we go. We're about halfway through the second time around the order. And Evan Carter gets a breaking ball in the middle. He barrels it up enough to sneak it through the infield. And that was a big error for the Mariners that moved Peterson to second.
Higashioka at the plate, singled his first time up.
Runner goes. There's a swing. That ball's hit well out to left. Gone! How about that?
Higashioka, a 2-run homer, turns the game around. The Rangers lead it 3-2, and they have hit their first home run off George Kirby since June 5th, 2022.
So Crawford draws the walk. So strikeout, strikeout, single walk. Mariners with 2 on, 2 out here in the 6th. Rangers holding on to a 1-run advantage as Dominic Canzone comes up.
Bouncer first base. That's a fair ball. Berger feeds Eovaldi. He taps the bag first, and the inning is done. What a night for Nathan Eovaldi.
Great bounce back outing from him. You anticipate this is going to be the end for him. A rotation full of great starters, but when the bullpen comes in the game, they have been in lockdown mode. And I think Latz in particular, it's been so fun to watch the level of maturity the last few seasons.
How about Jacob Latz? 8 pitches needed.
70 pitches for Kirby beginning the bottom of the 7th inning.
George twists, delivers. Swung on and missed. He buried a breaking ball in the dirt. Higashioka swings through, and George Kirby has retired 9 in a row. His 3rd strikeout of the game, and he's given up 3 runs in 7 innings. Great work there by George Kirby.
Naylor waiting on deck. Oh, that one lifted to fairly deep center, but Carter is there. Rodriguez with a deep fly ball out, 1 away. It's a big out.
Oh, man.
Ouch.
That drills him.
Please not.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Look at that. It may have gotten the knob of the bat.
I'm seeing what you're seeing.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The batter was not hit by the pitch. It is a foul ball.
New life for Latz. The 1-2. And that strike 3 called. Naylor strikes out for a 3rd time tonight. What a frustrating night for him. There's a swing and a miss, and Rosarena so late on that one. A strikeout for Latz, and it's another perfect inning for the Rangers left-hander.
And the 1-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball out near second. Up with the ball is Crawford. The throw to first in time to get Nimmo. That's going to retire the side. George Kirby outstanding in game 2. Now the Mariners need to get him some offense. We go to the top of the 9th inning.
It will be Jacob Junis to try and protect this 1-run lead.
Now there's the numbers for the season. 0 ERA, 0.56 batting average against.
Mariners down a run beginning the 9th. Raley leads things off. Fights it off inside the bag and rolling for a while. Luke Raley puts on the Jets, racing to second base. Whoa, throws it in reverse, and he gets back swimming to first base. Into center field, base hit over Seager's head. The Mariners stack a couple of base hits. And now the tying run in scoring position.
Well, this is the part of the bargain for the Rangers. They did not really have a closer going into the season.
Junis, who had only allowed 1 hit coming into the game in 6 innings, has permitted 2 scratch singles here.
Canzone hits one high in the air left field, and Langford is there to make the catch. The runners tag, but they cannot advance. That's the first out of the inning. That is in the air. Not going to carry again, though. Evan Carter gets to it. Runners don't bother. There's hardly any points, so they hold up. 2 gone.
It is up to the man who began this game with a bang. Brendan Donovan homered on the game's first pitch. The Mariners have scored 1 run since then.
Check swing, roller. Higgy wants it. He's got it, and he throws to first in time. What a play by Berger to hold the bag and get the out. The Mariners will absolutely want to look at that.
After review, call on the field is confirmed. Runner is out.
And that's a game. Rangers can celebrate with some high fives and handshakes. A 3-2 win over the Mariners.
Mariners had a chance in the 9th inning. They've lost their 4th in a row, and all 4 have come by a single run.